Welcome to the Metal Prognosis. My name is Lee, and on today's video, we're going to be working with the Harley Benton Mighty 15 amp head there. Now that's not a high gain amp, and it never tried to be, and it doesn't advertise itself to be, but it is still pretty cool. But I'm keen to see how far we can actually take it. And in today's video, we are going to be using the KSR EROS to see if we can get it to that next level and see if we can introduce the characteristics that we love in our distortion with that aggression and that brutality that we love. So I've got my 7-string here ready to go. So let's start plugging stuff in. Let's reset everything up and let's start having some fun. Okay, now I've got everything set up, plugged in, ready to go. Let me grab my 7-string here. And this is a sound that we've got just coming out of the Harley Benton. So everything's pretty much high noon or straight up, except the gain's pushed till about 2 o'clock. A bit flat, a little bit bland. So I can't remember all the different things because I haven't used EROS in a while. So let's just turn it on, see what settings I left it at last time, and see what we get. All right, so we need a lot more altering than that because definitely altered it, but we need a lot more than that. So first, let's get the level up. Try a bit of gain. Not too bad. Add a bit more bottom end in. That was woeful. So we have fat, tight, and I can't see because it's on too much angle, and thick, chip, clean, and dirt. So at the moment we've got it on dirt. So let's run through this one. Let's see what it sounds like if it's nice and fat. Tight. Definitely tightens up that sound. And thick. I'm feeling the bottom dynamics really start to open up with that. I like the tight. So let's try clip. Clean. All right, that definitely takes away a lot of the aggression. We don't want that. All right, I think chip, is it? Yeah, chip. Chip or clip? Clip. Looks like a H with the light reflection there, but it's clip. Let's try to get this more aggressive. So add more gain, saturate it a little bit more. We can do better. Let's dial back a little bit on those. Add a bit more gain on the amp. So we're getting a bit more hiss, but that's okay. not too bad. Dial it back a little bit there. I don't mind that. So, a little bit of A-B comparison. That sounds like junk. So turning it on definitely makes a huge impact. I reckon if we just push it just a little bit more, maybe. Try a bit of dirt. Yes, it definitely introduces a little bit more hiss, as it's not only audible to hear it, we can visually see it popping up there. So that's coming in at I can't tell. Bear with me, sorry. About minus 35, minus 34, so that's loud. But to get rid of that, it's pretty much dial back the gain or take it off dirt to either of the others. Which gives it a different character, which isn't bad. That doesn't sound overall too bad. But it sounds better with it up. It sounds bigger, but I prefer having it tight. Let's try going back onto the clip, not chip, clip. So the EQ isn't adding any of the hiss, it's only the gain. But here's that balance of, do you want to put up with the hiss that we're hearing right now to get the better sound, or do you want to clean up the hiss, but then we sacrifice the aggressiveness that we like? Bottom end. What I would like to do, because it's definitely sounding miles better adding the EROS pedal to the Harley Benton with a low tuning guitar. So there's absolutely no questions there whether it's better or not. It's a killer compared to what we had before. What I might do is I might just quickly go and grab a noise reducer and add it after the pedal and see if that cleans it up a little bit more and see if we can find that nice little balance there. So bear with me 2 seconds. All right, now I've got, whoa, guitar stand one to come with it. Now you stay there, buddy. Now I've got the noise killer hooked up to it. Let's see, chuck it down a bit. We've got it's got hard and soft mode, but hard is definitely what we go for. So turn that on and just dial it up till the hiss goes. Like there. That was horrid playing. Wow. I'm very sloppy today for some reason. That's not good. So that makes a huge difference. So off, dealing with that. Boom, love it. So let's see if we can just crank the gain up a bit more now. That is pretty brutal. Compared to what we started with, worlds apart, worlds apart. So that's awesome. I love it. So we're definitely keeping that engaged for sure. So let's quickly take a step away from the cameras. I'll do a quick jam where we can double up on the guitars, add some bass, add some drums, see how it all fits in with the mix, and then I'll have a quick chat about it afterwards. So sit back, relax, enjoy the tune, and we'll chat about it on the other side. Time for some final thoughts of matching up the EROS with the Harley Benton Mighty 15 there. So 3 major things came to mind while putting this together that I'd like to share with you. Firstly is the noise killer. Adding this to it made a huge difference on many different things. Firstly, I'm performing. Now to perform with that cleanness there and not having all that hiss there made it a hell of a lot easier as a guitarist and as a muso. But as an engineer and editing it, it made it super easy to edit. I pretty much had to do nothing. I think there's a couple little noises there of me just hitting the fretboard, I think maybe before or after the actual jam, but it was that minute and that small, I didn't even bother about taking it out because this did pretty much 99% of all the work of cleaning it, so I just left the rest. So adding this in and being able to keep the more aggressive side of what the EROS had to offer compared to having to dial it back to get rid of the hiss was absolutely an awesome move. So that was the first thing that stood out. Second thing with the EROS is the tone that we came up with. I loved it. I absolutely loved it from where we came from where we went. I loved the aggression, I liked the bite, I loved the grittiness of it and the cut through we had in the mix. But it absolutely comes down to an objective opinion on what you think sounds better. I feel like this would be an amazing type of sound to have as a blending guitar type of tone. So if you were running, I mean, I could have done this as a Can This Gent type of in my playlist. It's close to it. The answer is yes, it can. But if you were going for that genty sound, or even just more of an aggressive type of tone, you could easily add this either on top or blend it in with your other guitar tone to give it that edge and give it that bite that your tone might actually need. And this was just full high-end, great aggression that I was really impressed that we got out of it, especially coming from where we started from, because the sound that we had from there was very flat and very weak and not much was happening. So adding this really took it to a whole new dimension, which is awesome because we love experiencing awesome things here. And the third thing I wanted to bring up was a thought that my friend from Tasmania, Australia, Tasmania, Jamie, my pedal buddy, was talking about. I was chatting with him one night about amp heads, and I was kind of sharing my thoughts out open with him about, do I need a new amp head? What's the best way to go? Do I need a more high wattage one, little wattage one? How should I approach it? And he mentioned to me, like, that's all good to have those thoughts, but you might just need a better pedal for it. And in this case, the scenario here, he is absolutely 100% correct. If we only owned the Harley Benton there and that's all we had to work with, or all that we could afford, or something of the same quality, where it's super loud, this thing is brutally loud when hooked up to speakers, I assure you, but doesn't give that high-end grunt that we love, adding something like this is absolutely the answer for it. And you can take it to whole new levels just by getting pedals and all that. So I just love the different options and all the different combinations that we can have with the multiple amount of different results that we can have. We can really help be unique, find our own identity, and really help our song or our tunes scream the way that we want them to scream. So yeah, great conversation I had with Jamie many months ago, and it just really reminded me that while working with this video, because yeah, if I was restricted by budget, which I am, we all are, and let's say I couldn't afford anything else more than this, which is not a lie or hypothetical, because currently I can't, I need to save up my dough if I need to buy something else, and I didn't have any other amp heads to use, we could totally utilize this and take this to some pretty awesome places with some assistance from the EROS or maybe another pedal. So I'm probably gonna have to do this again. We're adding a different type of, not just a boosting pedal, but a enhancing type pedal to see where else we can take the Harley Benton as well. It's been lots of fun, but definitely keen for your thoughts and how you thought about how this all got put together and how I went adding the EROS, or like all my videos, there's probably something I missed. So did I miss something within here, or did I stumble across something awesome and move along too quickly? Because that happens as well. Definitely keen for your thoughts. Thank you very much for joining me for this conversation. It was lots of fun putting this video together, and I really look forward to chatting with you next time. And until next time, please stay safe.